Hello, my name is Janelle Edwards, and who I truly desire to become is a mentor of those who are trying to break out into the entertainment industry. I feel that with this coming month, I hope to increase my understanding and the skills I need to build on my mastery of eventually working in the entertainment industry. What I hope to learn in the next 3 weeks is to become more aware of other skills that I haven't quite tapped into and improve on my weak areas. My dream career is to become my own boss of a production company. I love helping others, and that is where I truly want to be. The primal inclination that I felt I could relate to was being able to express my emotions through singing. I learned this on tour with the Army Soldier Show. There was a part of the show that was a representation for those who lost loved ones fighting for this country. For a long time, it was hard for me to express my emotions to others after losing my parents. I eventually took those emotions and put it into my singing. A soldier was invited by a friend to the show one evening. Had her friend not called her, she was thinking of committing suicide that night. After watching this portion of the show, she ended up sharing with one of the leaders of our show this life-changing experience. When it was shared with us after one of our shows, it really gave me goosebumps that through my emotions and skills, I could help someone in their life, and even many others, know that you can remain strong through any storm. When I found the perfect niche, it was my first connection with my father. I realized early on in my life that he could eloquently use his words to persuade others to do anything, regardless of what it was. Eventually, I too was able to pick up this skill. I worked for AT&T Telecommunications, and I ended up becoming a top seller coming right out of training. However, that wasn't what I wanted to do. The military kept becoming a reoccurring thing during this time in my life. So eventually, without my family knowing, I chose to sign up for the military. I worked in the administrative field, and I'm someone that tends to get very bored easily and needs constant change. This field is consistently evolving, and it keeps me on my toes. It allows me to be able to work with higher ranking officials and use my gift of gab. Now, at one point, I felt burned out. And I thought that maybe I had hit a plateau and needed a change. So I decided to change over to the band field to go back to my first love, which was singing. The only thing about that held me back was my gift of gab didn't hold as much weight being in this field. And I eventually felt like I was suffocating and knew that as much as I love singing, that this wasn't the path for me. So I chose to return to the administrative field. Now, right now, in the next year or so, I want to eventually get into recruiting because I want to help others reach different opportunities that they had never thought would exist for them. Reflecting on the rebellion strategy, it takes me back to when I worked for AT&T. I only really worked for that company for so many wrong reasons. My older sister and brother-in-law took me in after our mother passed away. And I felt like I owed everything to them because of what they did for me. And they also got me this job. Over time, I wasn't happy at all. And I had to realize that I needed to be doing something that I loved, not because of someone else's gratitude to me. And with the adoption strategy, even though I knew the band field wasn't where I wanted to be, I was still able to give others the help they needed to develop their skills. It gave me great enjoyment to be able to help others see their performance skills improve. Seeing things come together after each vocalist performance pulls me back into my craft. And you can take the singer out of music, but you can't take the music or the skills out of the singer. In the life or death strategy, it takes me back to dealing with whether I wanted to continue being a part of the entertainment field. And at the end of the day, I know that my skills that I continue to build through my crafts and education will bring me back to singing, where I truly want to be. I feel that my singing isn't for me, but to share my gifts with others, my experiences and my skills. That ultimately, that's really what it's all about.